Remember another one of those great underdog teams that everybody loved? A great talent incubator that had so many Danish professionals come through? Remember them? Remember Copenhagen Flames? Remember how you all called them Flames and you fucking thought Falms and you thought it was fucking hilarious? Oh, yeah, look at this, yeah, it's fucking great. They're bankrupt. They're bankrupt now. Dead now, of course. Gone forever. And I want to make it very, clear here. There's something weird about actually declaring bankruptcy. Like, why not just close your... Why specifically bankruptcy? You know, most orgs, when they close, they don't file for fucking bankruptcy. Most orgs just say, we just don't exist no more. Now, you file for bankruptcy, actual legal bankruptcy, you do that because you want to legally be able to say to fucking creditors, people who come along for fucking, cash, we ain't got none. We're just bankrupt. But I gotta say, I feel sorry for Copenhagen Flames. There was a very small window to sell their team, and I don't think the org fucked it up. I think the players did. I think their salary demands are what did it. Otherwise, that 5 could have been complexity, and then Hooksy at G2 would never have happened, and the world wouldn't be a fucking hellscape where everyone be Hooksing on fucking Reddit every 5 minutes. But I'll wager you file for bankruptcy because you have debt and you just go, I want to get rid of it. You know what I mean? But anyway, Copenhagen Flames files for bankruptcy. I'll read you a couple of paragraphs of this. So, dear Flames fans, partners, and anyone who ever supported us in any way, which we know by the fact you're bankrupt was fucking no one. A supporter, by the way, can I just tell this for the Zoomers out there, for the Zoomer esports fans that are crippling this business from the ground up, can I just explain to you, when you adopt the term supporter, at some point it will be expected of you that you actually offer support. And what does support mean? Money. You fucking idiots. You imbeciles. Oh, no, we never want to pay to watch the games. Right, so you don't buy merch. You don't pay to watch the games, but you'll fucking sub to Hassan so we can read you an MSNBC headline every month. If you give that £5 to that fucking player, that org, they wouldn't be bankrupt, you cunts. Just parasites. So anyway, yeah, so being a supporter means at some point you have to support, like we do in sports. Like when we buy a season ticket. Or we buy an overpriced shirt that we know is overpriced and we moan about it, but we do it anyway. Or we go to the games and we pay fucking £10 for a pie and a cup of Bovril. We know it's overpriced. We're doing it not because we're getting a good deal. We're doing it because we understand the sort of, on some level, the economics of it all. That if we're not paying that, eventually we're going to come to the ground and it's just going to be cordoned off. And sorry, no ground, no games, no club. Anyway, last week on Friday, I filed for bankruptcy at Copenhagen Flames and terminated all personnel as we've been unable to find funding for our club going forward. For the past 6 months, we worked tirelessly to avoid this outcome, but unfortunately we have failed. And for that, I am deeply sorry. In the end, it is my responsibility, and I feel like absolute shit that it has come to this. And by the way, how refreshing it is. Love him, love Flames, hate esports, love esports. Isn't it refreshing to see an esports CEO take accountability for their mistakes? I don't even know if I've ever seen this. Like, he says it's all on me. I'm the CEO. Well done, Stephen Thompson. You don't even get that in fucking TSM, and it's like, no, actually, there was all this stuff, you know what I mean? Anyway, I have gone through our decision-making the past years, and I struggle to pinpoint exactly what we did wrong. Following our major participation in 2021 and 2022, which, by the way, remember, stickers and all of that, it is a financial windfall. Our club had great momentum, and we felt that we finally were in a place where we didn't have to fear for our financial stability, and where we even had to turn down work because we simply had too much to do. The summer of 2022 was probably the first time in the 7 years since our founding where we didn't constantly worry about financial issues. Before this, it has been a constant worry, challenge, and a motivating factor. We've always been on the edge because we continuously invested the money we earned back into the business. And they're gone. They're gone. And all of these tier 2 orgs, by the way, I call them bedroom orgs. It's a derisory term, but it's the reality. It's some dude with a credit card usually that gets an idea, They pay some dickhead £50 to like make them a logo, which they then hope is going to somehow be so popular they're going to make loads off it. They pick up a team, they promise them a salary, they start winning, they think sponsors will come. You cannot make money in the tier 2 anymore. It's all closed off. It's closed off shop. The ecosystem is closed for you. It's a waste of your time. Whether you don't do it or you go under in year 1 or year 7, you will all arrive at the final destination till we fix the esports ecosystem. That's it. They go under and you go, what a sad story. We all do a sad lol. Sad lol. But this is CSGO, where everyone is a greedy piece of shit. Everyone. And what's hilarious about this scene is when players are greedy pieces of shit, it's okay actually, because players who very often offer the least. Everyone says it's all about players. People love the players. People come to see the players. But when they have to do media work, they won't even do an interview. They won't even do a podcast. They won't even do, I don't want to talk to that publication. I'm feeling sad because I lost the game. I don't want to go on. Won't somebody think of the players? But it's funny because, put it this way, if you say a player is overrated, that's all it takes, because social media goons don't know what overrated means. They will hound you to the end of existence and demand that you are fired from your job and never work in esports again. How dare you suggest a player I like might be overrated? Your fanatical devotion to them proving the point that they indeed might very well be overrated. But anyway, you can't say that. But players can do shit like this, and it is just allowed. So the Copenhagen Flames players knew that they were filing for bankruptcy, and they went out and they were buying up all of their logo stickers, knowing that the now applied scarcity to the market would cause their sticker price to go up. And listen, they probably haven't made a fortune off this, because the sticker price was low. It was 5 cents. And it shot up to about 35 at one point. I don't know where it is now. Someone could go on Steam and tell me. But it depends how many they bought. And so, listen, people are laughing about this. And no action's going to come of it. But yeah, and of course, I'm not even thinking about the hollows, right? The hollow stickers, right? But so here's the point, right? I want you to think about what would have happened to me if when I was covering the iBuyPower story in 2015 and I got told the players are going to be permanently banned and iBuyPower is going to never support like the CS team again, and I knew in advance before Valve made the announcement, right? And I did hear like 2-3 days before that it might be coming down the pipe, and I wasn't certain of it, but imagine if I had gone on Steam and I bought all of the, as many iBuyPower stickers as I could with that insider knowledge. And those things are worth a fucking fortune now. Right? Now, so imagine what would have happened to me if I did that. Imagine what the scene would have said about me if I did that. I'd have millions, yeah? So maybe I wouldn't care. But it would have been so grotesquely unethical for me to do that obviously I didn't do that, nor did the thought enter my head. But if I had done it, which I know sounds like O.J. Simpson, but if I had done it, here's what would have happened to me. Someone would have found it. There would have been a Reddit thread. The Reddit thread would have been, Richard Lewis is a piece of shit. He is an animal. He is a human piece of shit that should be killed. This is what it would say, because I get this every fucking day, despite having never done anything unethical or gained from this garbage business, right? So that's what it would have said. Everyone would have called for me to be blacklisted. I would have got blacklisted, because how could I ever, as a host, do an ad read or whatever with that stink on me? I would have had no career whatsoever. Valve would have said I could never work a major or a Valve event ever again, right? I would never have been able to work again in this business in any conceivable factor, but I would have had the money. Although who even knows if I would have got away with it? Who even knows if I would have been allowed to make the trades? So that's what would have happened to me. But it doesn't happen to your favourite streamers when they're involved in dog shit, greasy skins trading, and that didn't happen to your favourite players when they were advertising CSGO Wild and all this other stuff, right? Didn't happen to them, would never happen to them, and it's not going to happen to these guys, even though this is as close to insider trading as you can get in the skins market. Players get to do it. every single time. No consequences for this, but it's the perfect advertisement for how even the people who you would think love CSGO the most must be the players, right? No, it's a cheap and tawdry exercise. We're not really tier 1 players. They know in their mind they're not elite level players. They know in their mind they're never going to win enough prize money to like go and be able to retire. They know they are detritus, so they just fucking pick up fucking oh, how can we just fucking profit off this? An org that gave us our fucking break and was employing us is going under, and the CEO's had to file for bankruptcy, which might have some permanent ramifications for him ever running another business ever again. But hey, we can get a sticker trade in. It's a fucking joke. It's a joke that you're not angry about it. It's a joke there's not endless HLTV and Reddit threads about this demanding somebody penalise these players in some way. But you don't care, and don't bring up ESIC to me. Do they even exist anymore?